Wagwan, brethren, you guys know who it is. FlyHighNation, Montana, bringing you another Battlefield Hardline tips and tricks video. As I said before in the previous video, I'll be showing you guys how to rep up and gain a lot of money very fast by playing the hacker position on a mode called Blood Money. As you can see right now in my background playing, I'm ranking up, I'm getting coins, I'm getting points, and all this is adding to my in-game cash to spend and stuff like that to be able to buy upgrades and different things like that. So the key to the hacking is you want to make the easiest possible route for your carriers to be able to bring money back into your home vault. So what you want to do is hack cameras so you can have views and things of where your players and stuff are running. You want to put GPS jammers and stuff like that so they can not be seen by enemies on the radar, as well as being able to put you can put a Trojan, as I just did in the video right there. You can put a Trojan lock on your vault to be able to give it more protection and different things like that. You're able to hack the gas system to be able to kill enemies, and do whatever possible that you can to make point A to point B for your carriers to be able to bring money and stuff back to your vault. So simply what I'm doing right now in the video is I'm getting into my different hack spots, putting traces and hacking in the camera systems and stuff like that so I can give my carriers easier routes in order to be able to drop off money to the vault and stuff like that. So basically, when you're playing the hacker spot, the best thing to do is, if you can, get in a squad with people on the ground that are pretty decent. That's really how you're going to get the majority of your rep off of the hacker position. If you don't have a good team, you'll still get a decent amount of rep points, somewhere between 1,000 and 2,000 actual in-game points. But what you need is a very good crew and a very good carrier system and stuff like that, and it works hand in hand. If you're going to be a hacker, you have to work hand in hand with your squad and stuff, as you see me doing right here, to be able to get your squad to point A to point B as easily as possible. Now, the settings on the hacking, you have Trojan, GPS jamming, GPS spotting, backdoor, which is your hack into your cameras. You have trace, which traces the whole battlefield scene, so you're able to see where the rest of the enemies are. You have points of interest, is where basically where you send your team if, say, the enemy's vault is getting too full and you need to be able to back them off in order to be able to get some more. Sorry y'all, I'm a little tired. I've been doing these videos all night. Point of interest, if you need to point your team in a certain direction and things like that. Basic stuff, they have fast deploy, which basically means if your teammate gets killed, you can get them right back in the game as quickly as possible. They don't have to wait for the 5-second respawn stuff and things like that. And yeah, it's pretty simple, man. It's boring after you do it for about 3 hours straight, but if you're a straight don't really mind about really having to do too much shooting and things like that, and you're just really looking into getting your money up and stuff like that, so you can actually buy different gun attachments and things like that, so you can get out there and kind of get into action and stuff like that. And this is a perfect way to get your money. As you can see in the beginning of the video, I started at about 200 and something thousand. I'm at 210,000. It's a pretty quick way to get your money up, man. Like, there's nothing really more to it. As you can see, I'm getting hacker backdoor coins. I'm getting points as I'm opening up these different spots and things like that for my team. So yeah, it's pretty simple, man. I mean, this hacking stuff is pretty amazing, man. It's actually something that I picked up on the first day getting into the game. Me and my buddy were running through here and stuff like that, and we're getting dropped like left and right. And then I found out about this hacker thing, and it's been working for me perfectly. I went from rank like 8 to 22, maybe overnight. The game's only been out a day, and I haven't really had to do that much shooting. So, like I said, believe me if you want to, believe me if you don't. This is actually the fastest way I found for you to be able to rep up. Like I said, I get a rep up pretty much every game, and as you're seeing in the footage, as it's playing in the background, I'm just getting coins and coins and coins and points and points, and the money is just adding up at the bottom right hand of my screen. As you can see, I went from 210,000 to 212,000. That's simple. So it's a great way for you to be able to have your money, and it's a great way to be able to rep up. As you know, you rank up and different things unlock, different muzzle flashes and different stuff like that for your gun, different customization outfits as far as how you want your character to look for, undercover. You have thieves, you have bangers, you have SWAT. So yeah, this is just simple, so it's just simple. It's really nothing more to the hacking thing. And like I said, before you start at the beginning of the mission, you want to simply go press R1 and go all the way over. If no one has become the hacker yet already, all you have to do is hit square, and it'll allow you to become the hacker, and then you just start it from there. Um, One word to the wise: the point of interest thing. Remember that when you use it, it directs your team to go to a certain direction. So if you're getting ready to see yourself start to lose, as you can see, this is a pretty close game. If you see your team getting ready to lose, make sure you send your point of interest towards the enemy's vault, but give them this thing called overcloak. As you can see, I'm overcloak 4.0. That means I've done a lot of overcloaking and keeping my team hidden from enemies, radar, and different things like that. So overcloak is the best thing for your squad. Overcloak, the GPS spotting, and the GPS jamming. They also have this thing called Trojan. Now Trojan is more so used as if you have a lot of enemies inside your vault at one time and you haven't got your team over there, you can reinforce your vault, which means that instead of the faster that they can take the money from you by holding square and stuff like that, the faster they can take the money from you, it makes it move slower, and it gives your team kind of time to get back to that area and be able to help out and stop the enemy team from taking your money and different things like that. So yeah, man, I mean, that's the hacking thing in a nutshell. For any questions and tips and anything that you guys didn't understand, remember, just drop a comment in that comment box. I get back to all my YouTube subscribers. I get back to anybody. If you leave a comment, if you don't see me get back to it right away, do not worry. I will get back to your comment as quickly as possible. And remember that this is just me giving my tip of what works for me. Please, if anybody else does this and it does work for them, remember to drop a like, a comment, a subscribe on the YouTube channel and stuff like that, and drop your videos, man. Make your own videos and let me show me in different things that how it's work. I'm just an average gamer, man. If you find something else that possibly will work, I'll give you a shout out on the YouTube. It's not a big deal. I do this for gamers. That's pretty much what I do the game for. I do it for the gamers. I do these tips and tricks for people, you know, that have struggles with games and stuff like that. You know, easier ways. You don't always have to be Mr. Shooter and all that on these shooting games. You know, there's different ways to go about ranking up and stuff like that. So, hey, FlyHighNation Montana, man. Follow me on Twitter. Subscribe to the YouTube channel, man. Shout out the whole FlyHighNation. Shout out my boy Coyote Money Gaming, Thotty Pippin Gaming, Almighty Cali TV. If I'm forgetting anybody, I apologize. I'll drop the rest of the YouTubes inside the comment box and things like that. If you go to my page, you can actually follow those names that I just mentioned. You know, my boy Coyote drops a lot of videos from GTA. He has 2K videos and different things like that. Shout out my boy Block Gaming, WW48 Block Gaming. Check him out and stuff like that too on YouTube. And shout out Oprah Side too, man. That's where a lot of my badges and stuff I got off my 2K videos came from him and Leia Aristocrat. So shout out those guys too. But there it is, you guys. Battlefield tips and tricks. FlyHighNation Montana. Remember the motto, man. Live, fly, stay high, man. You guys enjoy it, man. See you guys on the next video.
GPS jamming ready. PlayStation